Did Mercedes Moné just make one of the biggest mistakes of her career by calling out the very fans who supported her for years? We all know Mercedes, formerly known as Sasha Banks. She's been on an absolute tear since leaving WWE, collecting belts and building a new empire in AEW. But wait a minute. Right before her massive title match at AEW All In Texas, where she challenged Timeless Toni Storm for the AEW Women's World Championship, she went on Instagram Live and called the fans who miss her in WWE crybabies. What if I told you that the reason for her shocking comments has nothing to do with confidence and everything to do with something else? Well, that's what we're going to talk about in today's video. In the lead up to her AEW All In title match, Monae went to Instagram Live. When the topic of fans wanting her to return to WWE came up, she didn't hold back. In fact, she full on mocked them. Here's what she exactly had to say. "Oh, I miss Crybaby. You can watch Mercedes Moné every single week on AEW Dynamite, and in 10 days you can watch me at All In when I become the AEW Women's World Champion. Thank you." Now, I believe calling your fans crybabies and confidently predicting that you're going to win the world title, that's some top-level heel work or some serious overconfidence. But she wasn't done, because she then said in that same live stream that the CEO made it very clear that she's focused on her new legacy. She's been on a belt collector type run since leaving WWE, and she told fans to stop calling her Mercedes Hogan. Instead, she would like to be preferred by her new nickname, Mercedes Omega, a direct nod to Kenny Omega's own legendary run as the belt collector. Now that's a statement. She's not looking back. She's looking forward to building something entirely new. Now, to really understand why these comments are so significant, we have to go back. Let's add some background here. Remember May of 2022? The legit boss, Sasha Banks, was one half of the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions alongside her tag team partner, Naomi. They were on top of the world, but creatively, they were frustrated. Reports from a number of outlets at the time said that they felt like the tag team titles weren't being treated with respect. So, in a move that shocked the entire wrestling world, they walked out of an episode of Monday Night Raw, leaving their championships on the desk of John Laurinaitis, who was then WWE's head of talent relations. After that, she was gone from WWE. She spent some time away before re-emerging in New Japan Pro Wrestling, reborn as Mercedes Moné. She proved that she was a global superstar before making her huge debut in AEW last year, where she instantly became one of the faces of the company. So, Mercedes went into AEW All In Texas with all the confidence in the world, having called out her old fans and predicting a victory. But her prediction did not come true. And what Tony Khan later called a 5-star classic, Mercedes Moné challenged Timeless Toni Storm for the AEW Women's World Championship. And after a hard-fought bout, it was Timeless Toni Storm who got the win, retaining her title. The loss officially marked Mercedes Moné's first singles defeat since joining AEW. The crybaby comment suddenly looked a lot less confidence and more like karma. Now keep in mind that Mercedes Moné, she has carved out a path of dominance in AEW throughout 2025, something in which we're going to get into. But I just want to preference this. The reason that this is not a good look is because AEW and Mercedes Moné looks bad. She's mocking past fans. Some fans came along the journey, went with her to New Japan, went with her to AEW. It's just not a good look. And if she does return to WWE, something which I think that she absolutely will one day, well, she's going to have to eat crow for her comments. Now let's look at her 2025, because it has been marked by a lengthy championship reign and a significant title tournament victory that has her, well, in a very interesting spot now that she's no longer on the collision course that is with AEW Women's World Champion, Timeless Toni Storm in Arlington, Texas. Now, Monae entered 2025 as the reigning AEW TBS champion, a title in which she captured a Double or Nothing in May of 2024. Her reign has been a cornerstone of women's division and women's wrestling in AEW, with numerous successful title defenses that have solidified her status as the CEO of AEW. The primary focus of Monae in 2025 has been her participation in the prestigious Owen Hart Foundation tournament. Her journey to the final saw her overcome some serious competition. In the opening round, she went over Julia Hart. While this was their only one-on-one encounter in the tournament, their paths would cross yet again at another date. Now, Monae would go on to defeat Athena in the semifinals on the spring breakthrough episode of AEW Dynamite on April 16th. This set the stage for the highly anticipated final bout of this tournament, where she went up against Jamie Hayter at Double or Nothing on May 25th and saw Mercedes Moné going over, earning herself a title shot at the AEW Women's Championship at All in Texas. Now, let's look at the escalating tensions with Timeless Toni Storm. With her championship opportunity secured, Moné's attention turned squarely to the reigning four-time women's champion, Timeless Toni Storm. The rivalry between the two top stars have been characterized by intense verbal exchanges and calculated mind games. Think about it. The June 4th episode of AEW Dynamite, during a tag team match featuring Storm, Moné made her presence felt by opting to sit at her own table and enjoy a steak dinner rather than join the commentary team, a clear sign of disrespect towards the champion. Now, this animosity escalated on the June 11th episode of Dynamite, following a match where Timeless Toni Storm was victorious over Julia Hart. Moné seized the opportunity by making a statement. She attacked Storm's ally, Mina Shirakawa, and then engaged in a heated brawl with the champion herself, sending a clear message just weeks before their monumental clash. Their final face-to-face confrontation, on the go-home episode of AEW Dynamite before All In was devolved into a big pull-apart brawl, solidifying their deep personal nature of the upcoming championship match. Now, while Moné's path to All In Texas was primarily defined by her pursuit of the Women's World title in her feud with Timeless Toni Storm, her dominant reign as CBS champion has been constant throughout the years, establishing herself as a central and powerful figure in the AEW Women's division. So, what do you think? Was Mercedes Moné just playing a heel role to perfection, or did her confidence get the better of her before the biggest match of her AEW career? Let me know down in the comments area below, and if you like this video, do me a favor and hit that like button, and make sure to follow for all the latest wrestling news and breakdowns. Thanks for watching. Come see each and every one of you in the next video.